In the ever-evolving landscape of celebrity activism and the intersection of art with politics, few moments capture the raw tension between creative expression and governmental overreach quite like Olivia Rodrigo's recent public rebuke of the Department of Homeland Security under the Trump administration. The young singer-songwriter, known for her poignant lyrics that dissect the complexities of youth, heartbreak, and identity, found herself thrust into a controversy that transcended the boundaries of her music catalog. At just 22 years old, Rodrigo has already established herself as a voice for her generation, blending vulnerability with unapologetic fierceness in tracks that resonate deeply with millions. Her second studio album, Guts, released in 2023, marked a pivotal evolution in her artistry, showcasing a maturation from the diary-like confessions of her debut to bolder anthems of self-empowerment and critique. It was one such anthem, All-American Bitch, that unwittingly became the flashpoint for this clash. The song in question, All-American Bitch, is a satirical powerhouse, a track that Rodrigo crafted to lampoon societal expectations placed on women, particularly young women in the public eye. With its biting lyrics like, "All the time I'm grateful, all the time I'm sexy and I'm kind, I'm pretty when I cry," the song flips the script on performative femininity, exposing the exhaustion of maintaining an idealized facade. It's a piece that empowers listeners to reject hollow praise and embrace their multifaceted selves, flaws and all. Released as a lead single from Guts, it quickly climbed charts and sparked conversations about gender norms, mental health and authenticity in pop culture. Fans and critics alike hailed it as a modern feminist manifesto, wrapped in Rodrigo's signature blend of pop-punk energy and introspective lyricism. Little did she know that this empowering track would be co-opted for a purpose diametrically opposed to its spirit. The controversy ignited when the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, in collaboration with the White House, shared a video on social media platform Instagram on November 4. The post featured stark imagery, grainy footage of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, agents detaining individuals, predominantly people of color, in what appeared to be routine enforcement actions. Overlaying this visual narrative was the unmistakable audio of All-American Bitch, playing in the background, its ironic lyrics juxtaposed against the grim reality of the scenes. The caption accompanying the video was blunt and directive: "Leave now and self-deport using the CBP Home app. If you don't, you will face the consequences." This message was aimed squarely at undocumented immigrants residing in the United States, urging them to voluntarily leave the country or risk severe repercussions. The use of the song seemed almost tone-deaf, transforming a critique of American hypocrisy into an unwitting soundtrack for exclusionary policy. Rodrigo's response was swift, unfiltered, and quintessentially her. In the comments section of the post, she fired off a statement that cut through the digital noise like a knife. "Don't ever use my songs to promote your racist, hateful propaganda." This wasn't a mere complaint, it was a declaration of boundaries, a refusal to allow her art to be weaponized in service of ideologies she fundamentally opposes. The screenshot of her comments circulated rapidly across social media, amplifying her voice and drawing support from fans, fellow artists, and activists who saw in her words a stand against the normalization of divisive rhetoric. Rodrigo's disdain extended explicitly to the ICE raids, which she distanced herself from emphatically, underscoring her unwillingness to be even tangentially linked to operations criticized for their disproportionate impact on marginalized communities. To understand the depth of Rodrigo's outrage, one must contextualize it within the broader history of artists clashing with political entities over unauthorized music use. Music has long been a battleground in American politics, where songs become symbols co-opted for campaigns, rallies, or policy promotions without consent. Recall the 1980s when Bruce Springsteen publicly rebuked Ronald Reagan's campaign for using "Born in the USA," a song about the struggles of Vietnam veterans, as a patriotic anthem, ignoring its anti-war undertones. Or more recently, when Adele withdrew her catalog from Donald Trump's 2020 rallies after learning of its use. These incidents highlight a recurring pattern: politicians cherry-picking tracks to evoke emotion, often stripping them of their original intent. In Rodrigo's case, the irony is particularly acute. All-American Bitch is a song born from personal and cultural critique, questioning what it means to embody the American ideal. To pair it with calls for self-deportation is not just misuse. It's a perversion that undermines the very questions the song poses about inclusion, identity, and belonging. Rodrigo's activism isn't a one-off, it's woven into the fabric of her career. From her early days on Disney's High School Musical, the series where she portrayed a character navigating fame's pressures, to her breakout hit Driver's License, that captured the ache of first love, Rodrigo has consistently used her platform to advocate for mental health awareness, reproductive rights and now, immigrant rights. Her 2021 performance at the Glastonbury Festival, where she dedicated a song to abortion access, and her outspoken support for gun control following school shootings, position her as a Gen Z torchbearer in the tradition of artists like Billie Eilish and Lorde. This incident with the DHS only reinforces her commitment to wielding influence responsibly. By calling out the racist, hateful propaganda, she not only protects her artistic integrity but also signals to her audience, many of whom are young immigrants or children of immigrants, that their stories matter and won't be silenced. The backlash from the incident rippled outward, sparking debates on free speech, artistic ownership, and the ethics of political messaging. Supporters flooded social media with hashtags like #HandsOffOlivia and #MusicIsNotPropaganda, sharing remixes of All American Bitch that repurposed the track for pro-immigration messages. Critics, however, accused Rodrigo of overreacting, framing her response as celebrity virtue signaling in a polarized climate. Yet, data from organizations like the American Civil Liberties Union (ACLU) underscores the real-world stakes. ICE detentions have surged under stringent policies, disproportionately affecting Latino and Asian communities, leading to family separations and economic hardship. Rodrigo's song in its original form could be seen as a subtle nod to these very struggles. The bitch in All-American reclaiming space in a nation built on immigrant labor yet hostile to its newest arrivals.